Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is our first quarter-final. Introducing first and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts. From St Helens, he is the unbeaten Gary Ormord. And his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, Middlesbrough's very own Chris Wood. The following contest is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Andy Butlin.
Well, we're about to get underway. Both men with their final instructions from referee Andy Butlin. It's the moment of truth as he calls both men together. They touch gloves and we're about to get underway. This, of course, the inaugural TUFF Boxing, the Ultimate Fight Factory event. Ultimate prize fighter, the super middleweights. £10,000 at stake for the man that can go all the way. 3 2-minute rounds, and we are underway. And first blow landed Chris Wood with the shaven head there and beard. Just uses the jab, but again with this format, this quick fire 3-2s, there's no time to feel out, there's no messing around, and both men landing heavy leather early on, and this is frenetic stuff. I'm joined, of course, by the former cruiserweight champion of the world, Glenn McCrory. We expected action from the first bell, and that's what we're in, Glenn.
Yeah, plenty of action, and it's just almost just trying to settle down a bit. He's trying to get behind that jab. He knows it's going to be a lot of action, but you just haven't got to get lulled too much into a fight too early.
Well, both men trying to be on the front foot, both trying to claim centre of the ring. Ormord unbeaten, 8 fights, 6 inside the distance as well. Chris Wood, very experienced, big amateur pedigree, 90 fights for the EBF. But Ormord just gets to work to the body, just has Wood where he wants him at that point in time.
He does. Wood's just, he's a bit upright, he's a bit straight up. He needs to just stop moving that head a little bit. He's getting caught when they exchange. So Ormord, slightly better work from him. Nice textbook left, right.
And again, both men not exactly trying to keep their distance. It is phone box stuff for most of the time. They're getting to work, trying to get in with work on the inside. Ormord, and just Chris Wood using his ring smarts there. Oh, good right hand from Wood, gets through the guard of Ormord. And a really entertaining, good, bright opening round of this Ultimate Fight Factory, Ultimate Prize Fighter Tournament. And I'm going to put you on the spot, Glenn McCrory.
Yeah, well, I think Ormord, for me, slightly eased into it better. He got his jab working. He kept his form, and I think it was slightly the better work. Wood was getting caught when they exchanged, and that, you know, he needs to move his head a little bit more than he is.
Well, exactly the kind of start and the kind of start we wanted, I think, to the tournament. It's such an exciting format. And again, you know, the riches on offer for the fella that can go all the way in this.
And the hard thing is you've got to work really, really hard, but you've got to try and hold back a little bit as well, haven't you? Because you'll still have your eye on the next fight and the fight after that.
Not a great deal of evidence that either lad's holding back, to be perfectly honest with you, Glenn.
No, I think you're just one fight at a time.
You know, Ormord just out fast with the jab. Keeps that left arm fairly low.
Yeah, he's a little more relaxed thus far. Oh, good shots from Wood there, landing with a good left hook. And that was a good spell for Wood. He might have just hurt Ormord with that exchange, but Ormord comes back with a nice right hand.
Again, he gets out of the clinch well, Ormord, and just gets to work again. Well, really, the shots that aren't landing that could expend so much of the energy from these two fellas. both men reddened up down the sides now. It's already a bit of a grueler, isn't it?
It is. This is a tough fight for both these men, exerting a lot of energy. Very physical as well. They're in close, they're pulling, they're pushing.
Two very fit lads. Ormord, 5 years the junior, 27 years of age. Gary Ormord of St Helens against Middlesbrough's Chris Wood, 33 now. And Wood just coming in with the high guard then, trying to get in close before letting the hands go. Ormord just gets away, comes in. A good solid right hand from Ormord landed there. He's trying to work on the inside and get the uppercut going, but Wood again, well, he won't give any ground, will he? Two tough boys in there.
They are, and Wood's landed with certainly the best punch of the fight so far. And he's still trying to work hard inside. It's crucial that they keep them arms moving, keep pumping the punches out.
Well, another good round, but the golden question, Glenn, at this stage now, we've got 1 round to go. Who's in the driving seat?
Well, I think neither one's in the driving seat. They're both working very hard, and I think there's about a round apiece on my card. I think Woods came back well in that round. He just kept his arms going, kept working hard. And you see how much these boys want it. It's so important for them. And they can't, they can't afford, they need to keep something in the tank, but they can't afford to. I think you've got to, there's a danger that if you try and think of the next fight, you lose this one. So you've got to go all out.
It's a venue, a fine venue, the Victoria Warehouse, of course, but as we know, no crowd. We were talking before about will that affect either man. It certainly hasn't, as it is straight down to business.
No, once you're in that ring and the bell goes, I think that's it. Concentration needs to be just switched on. It's another fight.
So, which of these two, Ormord in the solid black trunks with light gold trim, Chris Wood with the bald head, shaven head, black and gold as well, as it gets a little bit scruffy there. It's really any man's fight. Whoever can dominate this 3rd round, we believe, will progress. And you can see the intent, and again, good hooks to the head from Ormord.
Yeah, that's a nice combination. Just taking advantage of that lack of movement of the head of Wood. Nice from Wood, though. Just on the back foot.
The interesting thing, really, when you think that one fighter's just having a bit of success, the other comes straight back. There's nobody getting on top too much.
No.
Again, such a energy-sapping fight in there as the 2 men in the centre of the ring under the lights here at the Victoria Warehouse in Manchester. Good left hand at the end of that little flurry from Wood.
Both these men trying to keep the punches going, sucking it up. Every bit of strength they're using.
Oh, good left hand from Wood, who's just had a bit of nose damage and some swelling to the eye as well. So Wood certainly knows he's been in a fight already as Ormord goes to work and tries to pin him in the corner there, his own red corner, but still Wood fires back, and what a fantastic end to this. The opening quarter-final of the Ultimate Prize Fighter, and again, still both men giving absolutely everything as Wood tries the uppercut. Ormord again tries to force Wood back. Referee Andy Butlin just gets in between them.
And Wood damage to the face, there's blood around there. I think it's a cut by the top of the nose, inside of towards the inside of the eye.
Well, there you are. That was a fantastic scrap between two really game fellas, good operators, and I suppose you look at it as well, that one thing that, Chris Wood, he's got a bit of eye damage there. Gary Ormord just goes to his corner as the gloves pulled off. I mean, both men, even though 3-2s, they'll both be very tight after that. And whoever gets the hand raised has got to go again pretty quickly.
What a start to the competition. That was excellent from both men. Very little in that fight. Both landed with good punches. I think the more eye-catching punches were from Wood, but Ormord worked hard.
Well, of course, we do have judges James Ward, Danny Houseby, Andy Butlin. It's a nervous wait now for the two combatants. You've been in this situation before many times, haven't you, Glenn? And it's you never really know, do you?
No, no. It doesn't matter how well you think you've done and how successful it was. You still wait until the referee raises your hand.
I think the wait is nearly over as most men are about to make their way. Good show of respect there, as you would imagine, as well, between the two fighters who, again, just absolutely went for it, didn't he, from the very first bell. They set a great standard for more of this to come, hopefully, in the ultimate prize fighter.
We got off to a flying start.
Well, scorecards just being finalised now.
There shouldn't be that much to count up, should they? 3 rounds. But this was close.
Well, I think the scorecards are in, so let's get the official verdict then with our MC, Mr. Terry Gauci.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, our first boxer going through to the first semi-final tonight, your winner in the blue corner, Chris